Hey guys, FLW Pro Todd Kline here. I want to take a moment to talk to you guys about not just my favorite technique, but probably yours as well. Throwing the frog. And for me, I'll start kind of in the late spring and then throw it all the way through to fall. And you know, there's nothing better than watching a fish come up and smash it. This particular frog here that I'm throwing here today in Southern California is a new frog from FishLab. It is called the Rattle Toad. It has a rattle in it, comes in multiple sizes. One thing I like to do on all frogs is a lot of times, you know, when they come stock, they'll come with long legs. Sometimes that can be great, especially if you're fishing around, you know, a particular fishery that has those big bullfrogs on it. For me, I like to trim them up a little bit, especially where I'm at today. It's very hot summertime. I'm throwing it up under these isolated bushes. The water's up, they're green bushes, and these fish are sitting underneath there for shade. For me, a couple things that I think those fish are under there. First and foremost, for the shade. Two, they're actually feeding on birds and anything else that will come out of that tree. So I've gone to something that's a little bit more of a brown color that may emulate one of those birds, and or a little mouse or something dropping out of there. But that's something you guys want to keep in mind when you're picking the color for your frog. A lot of times, you know, when the shad are spawning, you can get good fish on a white one as well. So key in on what the actual species is that the bass are keying in on. They make bluegill colors as well on different frogs. So you know, make sure you guys hone in on that. And aside from trimming the legs, another little tip that I like to do, and again, it could just be a confidence thing, but I believe if you take just your standard Sharpie and black out, you know, say a good foot or so in front, you come off of a mat, and now that fish has followed it out in open water, instead of having that big moss colored, you know, braid in the 65-pound class, now it's blacked out. Hopefully the fish keys in on the frog and doesn't shy away from that line. So a couple things there that I hope will put some more fish in the boat for you guys. Again, you know, when you get to those areas when you're fishing a frog where it's just, you know, that mat, you know, they're not necessarily seeing the frog. So that's where I think, you know, this rattle that's in here from FishLab, I think is going to help put a lot more fish in the boat. When it comes to open water, you know, I touched on it a little bit, but think about what they're keying in on. Is it bluegill? Emulate that color. Is it shad? Emulate that color. Even dragonfly. So pay attention to your surroundings when you're out there. Don't just pick up a rod and start winging. And a lot of times those little subtleties, then once you dial that in, will make the difference and put more fish in the boat. For more information, guys, stay tuned to fishlabtackle.com.